Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for signing up for this program about anger, emotions generally, but specifically about we're going to learn things about anger. Congratulations, because anger is not an easy thing. It's a hot topic. It's hard. It's hard to manage our emotions. It's hard to live our life, to lead our business, to manage our relationships when everything around just is keep pushing us to get angry. That's painful. That's hard. And so you might be thinking that something is wrong with you. Maybe something wrong with all the world around you. Who knows? We'll see. We'll have some surprises during this program for sure. And it's hard. And you don't want to struggle with that anymore. You want to understand what's going on. How is that possible that some people manage their emotions better, easier, but for you it is so hard? So congratulations, because it's not an easy thing. It's much easier to just put things on everybody else and say, just people don't get me. People are just dumb and slow, and it's easy. And sometimes it's true. People are slower than us. Some of us are just different, more creative. They have just different personalities, and it's not easy. Or maybe you're angry on yourself because you want to do something, but you behave in a different way, or you have some goals, some stuff to do, and you try and it doesn't work, and that makes you so angry. I remember one thing which made me one of the most painful moments were when I started to record videos for YouTube, for my program, for ExploraSelf Mindset Business Academy. And I only picture myself saying things in a way, but then when I look at the video, it's so different. The voice is different. The video, it's like, And a hard thing about anger to know is that when we get angry, our brain is going to function differently in the following 8 hours. And our cortisol, stress, our hormones are going to be in a different balance for up to 24 hours. So it's residue in the residual process is hard to be eliminated from our body. We're influenced by it, even from a 30 seconds anger. Right. So I promise to you that if you can go through, because it's not going to be super easy. It's going to be simple and clear, for sure. But it's not going to be super easy, because we're going to look deep. And when we look in the mirror and we're going to look within us, you might have some reactions. I hope you're not angry now. Because if you're angry now, then you find something that makes you calmer a little bit, so that you can be in a state where you can look at yourself, you can question yourself, listen to the answers, and do the work. All right. So thank you for signing up. That's a great thing for you, and I will do my best so that after this mini series, should be 6, you are empowered with all the tools necessary and the knowledge, so that you can understand how other people operate, what is anger, what are the emotions, because there are so many things which people just they have some misconceptions about anger and emotions generally. My name is Alexandr. I'm the founder of ExploraSelf Mindset Business Academy. This program, Emotional Command Reset, hopefully, I hope you have downloaded the workbook and it is in front of you. Print it out in the best way, so you can write it down. But digital format is good too. And this program is part of the mostforce.com. Most Force stands for Mastering Oneself Task Force. So this emotional command reset is part of Mastering Oneself Task Force, right? So you are part of this task force. All right, good. So with that being said, my name is Alexandr. I'm 35 years old. I'm obsessed with psychology, human behavior, helping people, leaders, consulting businesses, helping leaders, leadership advisors, so that people can do what they can do best and they can do even better and even more, so that everybody around the leader in your life can grow, you can grow, the people around you can grow. And so our businesses succeed, the quality of our life increases, the quality of our relationships with our people increases, your health is better, you sleep better, because you know what emotions are, and especially anger, which is this program is about, right? Good. With that being said, let's start right into it. So you have the workbook right in front of you, right? So the first lesson, which is this lesson, is about the hidden anatomy of the emotions. So what are emotions? Because I tell you, you might be surprised about some things. Then we're going to go through the next 5 lessons, the name you have on this page here. So that doesn't require too much introduction. All right. So first lesson, this one is about emotions generally, because anger is an emotion. It is not a disturbance. It's not something that's wrong with you, with everybody's. It is simply an emotion. But what are emotions? And then we'll focus on anger specifically. All right. So lesson number 1, the hidden anatomy of emotions. Emotions are indicators, symptoms, and sometimes even allies, but they are never as real or lasting as their roots. They are temporary and fleeting, deserving close observation and thoughtful analysis, but they should never be given the driver's seat unless intentionally and consciously allowed. So emotions are not the ingredients, they're not the most important aspect of what makes us human. And they're temporary, they come and go. But how are they formed? So you have the triangle right here on this page here. So look at it. You have the emotions at the top of the triangle. The beliefs are in the low left corner and the thoughts are in the right. So this is how it works. We have a belief. We'll see closer what a belief is, how they're formed. We're going to study that in the next lessons. Then you have a thought. So when our belief says that something is wrong or right, because a belief is this is right, this is wrong, I deserve this, I don't deserve that, everybody deserves this, nobody deserves that. So it's a belief. I believe that, and it's your personal belief, it's your personal truth and understanding. So when we have a belief and we marry them together with with a thought, the son or the daughter is the emotion. When you put these two together, then you've got the emotion. So imagine this way. You have on the next page right here. Imagine, for example, the belief is kids need protection. The thought says, you heard somebody, so you process it. Kids are smart asses and all they need is to trick you into something. So that's the thought. That's the information. You put them together, boom, and you've got the emotion, which is frustration. An example of healthy anger. So you have the belief, you believe this is right, that's wrong, and you put a thought together, boom, that's how you get the emotion. The emotion is not to be blamed. It's a normal reaction. Now, what to do with it? Is it normal to act upon that emotion? That's another conversation. So the emotion, it is not to be blamed. Imagine driving a car and seeing smoke coming from under the hood. You don't get angry at the smoke. Instead, you wonder what's happening and take immediate action to investigate. First, you'll move to a safe place or to stop right where you are to prevent further damage and ensure the safety of yourself and others. In the next lesson, we'll learn how to emotionally detach from anger. But first, we want to understand the essence of anger itself. It's like when you put some milk to warm up some milk, and if you check, and then it isn't there, and then boom, the foam starts to go all over the place, and bam, the milk is all over the place. The foam is not to be blamed. So you've got a milk, you've got a temperature, you put them together, foam is going to be there. That's what is an emotion. We'll go a little bit deeper later of healthy emotions, healthy anger, and so on and so forth. But let's understand first what are emotions. They are the daughters, the sons, the kids of a belief and a thought. And when they are in conflict, you get the emotion. For example, if you think it's all right to be late at work, to your job place 15 minutes, you just believe that that is all right. Now, somebody tells you, it provokes a thought in your psyche and in your brain that tells you that is wrong. You'll have an emotion because you'll say, how can you say that? Why are you attacking me? Because I'm not saying that's you, but that's how it works. So you have a belief and a thought. Now, you want maybe to look now within you and say, what are the beliefs and the thoughts which, when I put together, make me feel in a way or another? So you can pick up any kind of emotion. So look on the second page of this lesson, right here, right? And you have the belief, the thought, and the emotion. So start with an emotion. So write down, I feel joyful, joy. Like I feel very, very happy and enthusiastic. Okay, good. What's the belief and the thought which put together makes you feel that emotion? For example, you wake up at 15 minutes earlier and say, that's so good. I woke up and I feel good. What's the belief? The belief is that I need more time to prepare before I go to work or start working in business. I just need more time, and usually I don't. That's the belief. And the thought says, you are 15 minutes earlier. Boom, you put together, you've got joy, where you're just happy and enthusiastic. What are other combinations? So without even judging them, without trying to decide what's right, what's wrong, just look at every combination you've got between some beliefs which you believe it's in a way or another, about people, about things, about the weather, about yourself. What are the thoughts which accompany that belief, and what's the emotion which you get out of it, so that you can clearly see for yourself that the emotions are simply the byproduct of a belief and a thought. And that might be suggesting to you something, that if my beliefs are unknown and I don't pay attention to my thoughts, I might find myself, you find yourself in a situation where you're enslaved in an emotion, you're controlled by that emotion, and you maybe thought that that emotion is something part of you, it's part of my identity, it's just my way, I'm just wired this way. But when you look closer and you say, oh, wait a second, it is not the most important fact of aspect. It is just a byproduct. So if I change the recipe, the ingredients, or if I can start to understand what are my beliefs, I might discover that some of my beliefs or some of my thoughts might be susceptible to some change, or maybe I can understand other people's beliefs or thoughts, so then I can talk and communicate to their beliefs or to their thoughts, so that we can connect each other, one with the other emotionally, so that we can understand that an emotion, it's not just a given fact. I'm just this way, I'm happy when I'm like this, and I'm very sad, and this work just stresses me out. So maybe you're a business owner, you're working on your business, maybe you have a team you have to lead, or you have colleagues and seniorship at work, or maybe you are part of the management team. And there are so many things which makes you angry, or in other way. So the goal of this training right now is that you can see for yourself what an emotion is, and that anger works the same way. Now, we will dive in the next lesson exactly what to do right in that moment when we find ourselves angry. How can we detach from that before we get burned, before we start to engage? In the following lessons, we'll look deeper. But in the next lesson, the second one, you're going to have a great super tool, effective, efficient, immediate, which will help you to detach so that you don't get engaged into that emotion and you don't find yourself going through the whole day with that anger. All right, good. So do now these exercises and see for yourself how this process works, so that you can start to change your attitude towards the emotion, and rather than looking at them as something as a given fact, you can look at them and say, we're gonna have a conversation. I'm onto you, and now we're going to have some work. I'm going to change the relationship I have with you, and hey, anger, now you don't have anymore that power which I thought you have, but now I understand what makes you to be born, and that is going to empower you. All right, good. So do the work, and we'll see you in the next video, which is the lesson number 2. Admit and acknowledge. Right? Thank you. See you in the next one.